新たな歴史が幕を開ける日本最大級のブロックチェーンカンファレンス、ジャパンブロックチェーンカンファレンス JBC 東京ラウンド2018にご参加いただきまして誠にありがとうございます。ただいまよりジャパンブロックチェーンカンファレンスにご賛同いただき参加いただきましたTraDoveのプレゼンテーションを行いたいと思います。このプログラムでは同時通訳レシーバーをご利用いただけます。日本語のチャンネル5番に合わせご使用ください。それではTraDoveを代表しケント・ヤンさんにプレゼンテーションを行っていただきます。それではどうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
Thank you. Shall I get started? Hello everyone. My name is Kent Yan. I'm the founder and CEO of TraDove Inc. Today I'm going to talk to you about how TraDove is using blockchain to solve the B2B problem. Anyone involved in the B2B space, you will know there are fundamental issues in the B2B. First is discovery. Even though your business partner is in the same town, you may not know where they are. And the second is transparency. How do you know your business partner is any good? And the third one is there's lack of I would say tool allow you to do precision-based company-to-company advertising. And that's TraDove has been working for the past several years to solve those problems using artificial intelligence and social network. And we have started using the blockchain to solve the other problem in the B2B, which is a trust problem in the B2B. How do you make sure you get paid for the product services that you deliver? So, as I said, for the past several years, we've been using social network, big data, and AI to solve the discovery problem. So you can find your partner within clicks rather than months or weeks. You can create B2B transparency by using the social network factor, references like those, to find out the product and services of the partner if they're any good. And then because you know people's business profile, you know what they're looking for the first time, you can place B2B precision advertising over the internet, just like Google did for consumer space. And then what we're doing now is we're building the blockchain payment catered specifically for B2B, which I'll cover that in more detail later. So here's a comparison with what's out there in the similar space. Google and Facebook are essentially consumer play. Alibaba is more kind of a China focus we call B2B 1.0. So it's product service focused. So we're what we call B2B 2.0. So it's more kind of a people focus. So business is about who you know, right? And then LinkedIn is not designed for business because most of the people go LinkedIn for job hunting. They use public email. 80-90% LinkedIn use public email. So you can fake somebody's profile like within seconds. So it's not credible enough to do B2B. So we have been in business for 5 years. We have more than 250,000 corporate users from 100,000 companies. Many of them Fortune 1,000 companies, and from Japan as well. We have raised 4 million equity money, but that's not why we're here today. We just did one of the largest ICOs in 2018, raising $52 million. It's really one of the top ones. So what we're doing now is we're incorporating the kind of blockchain token factor, kind of tokenize the sales and marketing effort in the B2B space. Salespeople can pay for buying people for their time looking at their products and services with our coin. We call our coin BBC, similar to the British Broadcasting Company. Companies can also pay buyers for their time looking at their advertisement, kind of reward them in for their time and effort. And this is the most important thing we're doing now is we're building a super light and fast blockchain for B2B payment. And I'm telling you why there's a need. This is a traditional blockchain network like you see in the Ether or Bitcoin, where every node in the payment network has to store all the transaction records, which make it very, very intensive, computation intensive. You'll see, next slide I'll tell you, the B2B, you don't need to do that. This is the first point. The second point is the current payment network is all node transparent. So you will know what's going on in the whole network. But companies don't like it. Companies do not want their transaction record to be stored outside their company or their partner. And also, it's anonymous. Anonymous meaning you don't know who you're dealing with. So in summary, I'll come to this slide first. In summary, the current blockchain payment network is not good for B2B. Several reasons. Let me just recap. First is it's too transparent. Companies only want semi-transparent between them and their partners. And secondly, every node stores all the transaction records. So it's very computational intensive. You'll see those mining machines, thousands of mining machines in China near those hydropower plants. And thirdly is that in order for the block to be verified, you need proof of stake, or proof of work, or you need majority vote. So that makes the processes be very slow. And then again, it's anonymous. You don't know who you're dealing with, right? So companies don't like that. And mostly, the current digital currency like Bitcoin and Ether, they're too volatile. They're not good for B2B and international payments. So we're going to change all that. Oh, I'm sorry. So we're building a business-oriented blockchain payment network where you only build the blocks between the transacting parties. So you don't have to store all the nodes, all the information, all the nodes. That will significantly reduce the computing power. And also you authenticate every parties in the network so they can be trusted. And because you don't need, it's only two parties, you only need consensus between two parties. So you don't need majority vote. You don't need proof of concept. You don't need proof of stake. So as a result of that, it's going to be super fast and super light. And of course, we're going to create a token. The value of the token is pegging against a barrel of major currencies like US dollars, Japanese yen. So it's very stable and predictable for international trade. And we authenticate every user joining the network, so it's a trustable network. So this network will be very good because it's decentralized. It's party to party. It will be very good for countries or places where a banking network is not so strong, especially like developing countries. So it's paper light. It's the traditional we pay through the traditional banks. It's going to take hours, if not weeks, or if not days, to transfer your money. But with those things, it's just super. It's a milliseconds. It's basically when you blink your eyes, your money is in the wallet. And also, it's internet connection only. We don't need any banking system. As long as you have internet connection, maybe even with your cell phone, you can use this network. So it's much faster and cheaper than the traditional places. As a matter of fact, we're talking with central banks in developing countries and South America, like those, to implement this kind of thing. Oh, I use this. So we have a global team in Silicon Valley, in China, in Japan, in Europe, and US, of course. So first-class team from from MIT, from LinkedIn, Facebook, Amazon, Alibaba. So globally, we have about 30 people in China, US, Japan, and Europe. Very powerful backers and investors. We have former CFO of Morgan Stanley invest in us, who's our board member, Phil Duff. We have Dick Rosenberg, former CEO of Bank of America. We do have a Japanese on our strategic advisory board. Mike Honda. Mike was a native born, I would say, American Japanese. He's been sitting on U.S. Congress for 70 years. So they guide us through government relations and global relationship introduction as well. That's pretty much it. It's a very simple kind of an introduction to what we do. I guess we still have questions. We can answer questions. You guys got any questions? Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time. If you're interested, we're at the booth 69. You can just drop by and say hello and talk to us. Okay? Thanks so much.